All right. Good evening. It's the weekend. That's right. Last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. Boy, it'd be a good idea if I put the overlay up. There you go. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. Don't forget, folks, we got the Discord link below. All kinds of fun picks, strategies, fun. That's what it's all about. Fun. And we're looking for content creators for OddsJam. Email me, bob@oddsjam.com, mike@oddsjam.com, or just email contact@oddsjam.com. All right, we're getting ready for the last weekend of regular season NFL football, and Monday the college football championship. And Mike, I guess the NFL has decided that they're not playing the Buffalo-Cincinnati game, which makes total sense. So the Bengals have won the division. That is a done deal. Doesn't matter what happens Sunday. The Ravens can't do a thing. They can't win the division, so the Bengals win. There is talk about adding an 8th playoff team. Don't they need to figure that out like now, since we're playing games starting tomorrow? I mean, they're talking about adding 8 to the AFC and 8 to the NFC.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely need to get that figured out if that's what they're doing. I haven't seen anything about that, but you know, they definitely need to figure out what their approach is going to be with it. Obviously, now this game doesn't matter for the Bengals, so they're probably we'll have to see what their approach is with that. I don't really have an opinion on it, honestly.
Boy, it's getting confusing, man. The NFL owners approved a resolution Friday.
You can say what you think.
I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. During a special league meeting to potentially adjust the AFC postseason. Its two main elements. The AFC Championship game will be played at a neutral site if Buffalo and Kansas City both win or tie in Week 18. Plus, both teams advance to the title game. Oh, my God. This is way, way too much. Way, way, way too much. The NFL, as always, has to make things really confusing with their tiebreakers and everything. Go to NFL.com. You'll see the article there. Read it, folks. I don't have time to go through that right now. So, with that being said, Mike, how do you approach Week 18 and betting on these games? Because there's not going to be any Lamar Jackson. The Bengals have nothing to play for. I mean, they can't get the number 1 seed. So, I mean, they're where they're at. It's either going to be Buffalo or Kansas City. I think just Kansas City play their starters all the way through, probably. And then you've got Jacksonville and Tennessee tomorrow, Mike. That's a huge game. So one of them two is going to win the AFC South. And I got to be honest with you, I'm rooting for Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a strategy and approach to this. That makes it a mess. So what I would do, Bob, is stick to
NBA.
Well, just stick to the positive EV page and see if you can find some value, because what else are you going to do, huh?
Right. Oh, yeah, there are definitely some player props. I saw one earlier with, oh, goodness, can't remember the receiver for Oakland, Las Vegas. There was some value there. There is some value, no two ways about it, but it's more in player props as opposed to just betting on the game, in my opinion. But All right, let me. Can I share my screen real quick, and then I'll get the heck out of here. All right, please. All right, I've got anytime touchdown scores. There's a video out, and I picked both games for tomorrow, and I'm going to be picking all the rest of the games for Sunday. There will be a video out tomorrow. Real quick, I just wanted to go to the Positive EV page. And I just wanted to look. I'm not going to do any filters whatsoever. I'm going to clear the filters out. I'm going to take the recommended filters off here and just completely clear the filters. And, let's just go with the date range as wide open, because we want to get to some plays here for the weekend. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to leave the recommended filters on, if this will load up. Boy, there's a lot of pressure when you do this live, folks. Let me tell you. And it doesn't want to refresh. We'll try this. And if I can't get anywhere, I'll turn it over to you, Mike. Yeah, it's not wanting to do anything right now, so maybe we'll come back to me. That worked out real well, didn't it? Way to go, Bob. Not my fault.
All right, I'm going to go with the NHL parlay tonight. The article on the website, as always, this is posted every day on the OddsJam website. Disappointed about last night. Picked the Blues as a winner. Big underdog. Nailed that one. Had New Jersey the night before. We had just won the night before. And Colorado, my goodness, you lose to Vancouver.
6 in a row.
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. And that's the bummer is there was a couple of other options that I was going to look at, but I thought, you know what? Colorado's got to snap this losing streak. Vancouver's not a good team. Come on. Well, you saw what that got us last night. They just couldn't hold up to their end. Tonight, we don't have a bunch of matchups, I should say. But here's what I'm rolling with. I'm going to take Detroit over Florida on the money line. Detroit at home underdog. I like going with them. I think that they need to bounce back. Florida's not really a great team right now, Bob. I mean, they're under 500 right now. I think, truth be told, I think Detroit's a little bit better than Florida. I think that you look at the Panthers, the problems that they're having is their defense is terrible, Bob. Not a good defensive team, and that's part of the reason they have been under 500, the team that was supposed to be a team contending for a Stanley Cup, not looking like it so far. So I'm rolling with Detroit on the money line. And then I'm going to go Tampa Bay. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. Won 3 of their last 4. Had a tough loss the other night against Minnesota, which we picked, by the way. Ironic, we're going to Tampa Bay now. Well, we did it with New Jersey. We bet them the night before they won. Then we faded them the next night and they lost. So I'll back Tampa Bay. Now, again, I know I mentioned the other night when I didn't take them against Minnesota, they haven't been good outside of Tampa Bay. But I think that Tampa Bay is a little bit better of a team, truth be told. And their offense has been pretty good, Bob. That's been a surprise. You think of Tampa Bay as a good defensive team. They're averaging 3.51 goals per game. They're pretty good offensively. And, we wondered what Tampa Bay would look like with some of the losses that they had. So far, not bad. Not bad.
Mike,
so that's what I'm rolling with. What?
Okay. I want to point out one thing here real quick, since you were talking about Florida. The reason Florida was as good as they were last year, they really weren't a good defensive team last year. But they were the top. A lot. They were the top scoring team in the league. Man, if you look right now, they have 129 goals in the Atlantic. They are 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 5th in the Atlantic Division. That's not counting the rest of the conference and the rest of the league. They are just not a very good team at all. And by the way, I am on the over in the Detroit game. And I am with you on Tampa Bay, and I was with you on the Blues last night. I picked that one early, and I got it at
Okay.
plus
All right.
165.
Nice.
And it was
Good job. Good
No
job.
problem.
Let's get into some bets here. Let's get into some bets because there's a good one right here. Jerick McKinnon over 32.5 player receiving yards. This thing is amazing. Minus 115. Look at what everywhere else has that price at, Bob. That's a real good one. I think we got to lock this in. In fact, I'm really going to lock in a full unit on that.
Okay, Jacob Trainer here. Good afternoon, gents. What are the best odds on Jags money line, Seahawks money line, and Dolphins spread? Anything beating Pinnacle? I'll look that up real quick while Mike goes through what he's going through.
Yeah. We've got Hale Burton again on over 3.5 player rebounds at minus 120, looking good across the board. I will take that. I'm going to put a full unit on that. I like that play. I think I had him the other night on maybe that same bet, honestly, but doesn't matter. The value's there. Like it. I got this John Collins play over 26.5 PRA. I've got some other plays I'll show you when I get to. Man, this ETN play looks pretty good. Over 16.5 player rushing attempts, Bob. Jacksonville, Tennessee tomorrow. Another one like the McKinnon play, really good value, favored on most books. And let's face it, from a football standpoint, there's no doubt that Jacksonville's going to utilize this guy. And I think 17 rushes is very doable for him. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in a full unit on that one, too. That's how much I like it.
Can I answer Jacob's question here real quick, Mike, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Jags money line beaten Pinnacle is BetMGM. The Seattle money line, nothing is beating Pinnacle. And then you have the Dolphins on the spread, and it looks like BetMGM is beating Pinnacle on that also. And Jordan Thackeray is with you. He's doing this LGRW, Mike.
Well, Jordan, the other night I went against them. I went with New Jersey. It worked out. And then last night I faded New Jersey after being on them the night before, trying to pick and choose the spots. I think it's Detroit's night, Jordan. I really do. And that game with New Jersey, was kind of a tough one anyway. Both of those teams been a bit of a surprise this year. Neither one really playing great right now necessarily, but I just got to back Detroit as a home underdog and expect them to bounce back and take advantage of a Florida team that I think they can handle. I'm not super impressed with Florida right now, so agree with that. Let's see if there's anything else out here that we like.
What about this Lions plus 2.5, Mike?
Man, I don't know. I mean, if it's got value on it, I'd maybe sprinkle something on it, but I don't know. I feel like Green Bay's going to win that game, and if they do, they probably win it by a field goal or better. So, okay. How about this plus 102 on Patrick Williams over 4.5 rebounds, minus 120 on MGM, minus 115 on points bet, evenly priced. MGM favors that. Caesars favors this play. Looks like FanDuel prices the over at minus 104, so a little bit better. Pinnacle prices it at minus 123, so several books really sharp on this play and favoring it and juicing that. We got a bit of a misprice at plus 102. This is another player prop that I've been on. I'm going to go a half a unit on it, but another guy that you're thinking, Patrick Williams, while you're rolling with him, that's not a big name guy per se, but hey, it's value, and he's a decent player, and he's been good for rebound props so at least from what I've seen, recognize having a lot of bets out on him, at least several. I think we got to roll with Tobias Harris over 16.5 points tonight. Minus 120, average odds minus 137 on this play. Pinnacle really favoring this at minus 154. FanDuel very much favoring this at minus 148. So that minus 120 is pretty good value, Bob. We'll go half a unit on that, and I think that might just about do me for now. I'm going to go to my bet tracker and see if there's anything out there.
Running to casino now. My bounce over to the game at Little Caesars if I win. There you go.
Yeah, so I got a handful of bets out here tonight. I don't think I'm going to get any more out. I think that's good for me. I got about 16 and 17 out right now, positive EV plays. So I've been staying in that range, 15 to 20 range, 20 at the most, and been having success. So
I got my positive EV page up, Mike. Here, I've got my positive EV page up, and I've filtered out everything except for the NFL. And there are some other plays that I'd like to share with you and see if there's anything that you might want to jump on. I was on that Rudy Gobert, yeah.
Excuse me. Yes, Bob, to answer your question without being interrupted. Yes.
Mike, there's a delay. Okay.
I know, it's you.
You got to wait.
You're delayed. So there you go. You see my bet tracker. That's what I'm on tonight. Lots of positive EV bets. Definitely riding the Red Wings tonight and the Lightning. Let's see if we can hit that one. So go ahead, Bob. Take over.
I'm just going to ask you about these. What I did, folks, is I went ahead and filtered out all the sports, all the leagues, except for the NFL. So we only have the NFL here. So there's a few things here that I think are pretty interesting. Patriots plus 3.5. First half total points, Cardinals and 49ers. Under 19.5. I actually kind of like this play here because I'm not sure. What do the 49ers have to play for, Mike?
Well, a number one seed potentially, Bob, if they still have a shot at that, I believe.
Oh, do they?
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, they've got that to play for.
Okay. So under 19.5 points.
Yeah, they said they're still a lot. Yeah, they win. Philly loses. They lock up the one seed.
Okay. So plus 125, plus 111 on the Pinnacle line. Average odds are plus 112. You like this? Pretty good value here.
Yeah, I like the value. And, we've seen San Francisco at times, their offense can start kind of slow and sluggish in the first halves, and they finally get it going. Of course, here lately they have been pretty good. But, yeah, I think we can roll with that.
Okay, so there's half a unit on that. First half team total, Buffalo Bills over 13.5.
Yeah, I like that.
I do too. I really do.
Jordan, I'm with you there. Bengals team total over. Yes, and the Bills too. I think we got to throw the Bills in there too. I think they're going to come out and play pretty hard too.
We're going to put a half a unit on this as it loads up. Now, see, now there's nothing filtered out here, Mike. So probably what I should do when I go and do this is I should probably put 38, because when you don't, you get those 47 cents market width, and that will give you Kansas City on the money line at minus 250, and I'm not betting that.
Yeah, no.
All right, so here is Houston in Indianapolis. This is an interesting situation here because you got an under 40, under 39, under 39.5, all the way down to an under 35.5. I think
I would tend to look towards that. I mean, you got two bad football teams. About the only thing to play for Houston is the number one seed, which I think they pretty well got that locked up, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you mean the draft position?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number one pick in the draft. I guess
Right.
Chicago, they're 3-13. I'm not sure who the tiebreaker would go to. Well, Houston's 2-13-1. So, yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to do the under 40 and the under 39.5. So anyway, this is the weekend edition. So we've got a few plays here. Rushing attempts, man, I'm not real big on that player prop there, unless I'm using it in a Price Picks 5 flex or something like that. I do like this Evan Ingram. If you're doing a 5 picks or 6 picks in Price Picks, I like this over 4.5. I would definitely think about jumping on that one along with Juju. I can see that happening because the Chiefs need this game. The Chiefs want the number 1 seed. No two ways about it.
Juju's on FanDuel, not Prize Picks, but
no, I know. Plus, I like the Juju play too. Is what I was saying. I know it's not on Prize Picks. I didn't say it was. All right. So, as a matter of fact, that's what that looks like. -151, and FanDuel's got it for -113. Yeah, I like that play a lot.
Yeah, I'd jump on that one for sure.
All right. And then we've got the weekend in the NHL. We've got the weekend in the NBA. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Very true there, Jordan. Yep, got a lot of players playing for bonuses and all kind. I mean, it feels like a weekend that maybe overs will be the route to go for player props. Guys looking to end as strong and big as they can. And definitely in this Jacksonville Tennessee game, I mean, lots of lines ripping towards guys like Ingram and like ETN. Their lines ripping towards their overs. So you like to think Jacksonville's gonna have a big day. So liking that a lot.
Lawrence is liking Ingram. He's a go-to guy.
He's starting to use him more now. Yeah. And Ingram's an athletic, big guy. Definitely has a lot of talent. And now he's starting to kind of get in the flow of that offense. And I think Lawrence has began to get a lot more comfortable as the season has gone on. He did show sparks early. And I'll go back to the game they blew out the Chargers in. That the offense was clicking then, and then they kind of sputtered, and then they got it going again. So they've proven that they can get their offense going. And ETN's been a big part of that, and so has Ingram.
All right, so we'll have videos out for the weekend, NHL, NBA, anytime touchdown scores, and college football championship game video will be out too. So be checking those out. And thanks for joining us. Hey, like, subscribe. We need subscribers.
Do it. Get to it.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Go Red Wings. Go Lightning.
Go Capitals.
The last parlay that I forgot to post that I gave on the live stream hit. So let's see if we can get that trend to continue tonight and hit it.
Go Capitals. Go Islanders. I got more.